The album finishes with one of my favorites again on the record, Lights of New York. I think is just a beautiful moment, and we've all heard countless songs referencing that city for good reason. That I can't really deny any of the great ones the right to use that as a framework. But you know, you've got you're drawing upon in some capacity inspiration from one of the most written about cities in the world, and you've done it in a really beautiful way. And I think it actually does very much conjure up the spirit of that city on this song. How much was the imagery of that song, the sound of it, important to the way that it ended up?
Well, to give Dave again, Dave Fridman was a very big supporter of this song. I struggled with it initially for a couple of reasons. One being that there has been, I think now, from checking on Google, 750 songs written with the title New York in the title.
Yeah.
So I was slightly hesitant about adding another one to the canon. But it was written genuinely in a hotel room late one night when I couldn't sleep, and we had a really good view looking down Manhattan. And Sharon got up at some point during the night, and that was the only light on her, and it was a profound moment. And so it came from a good place, from a genuine place, and I presented the song initially as a very straight ballad. Dave's suggestion was that we use my original, the piano that appears on that recording is actually me writing the song. Before I even had words or any vocal melody, I was just playing the piano one night, and I recorded it as I usually do. And he said, "Let's use that, and then let's have you go and let's have you go with just a drone note to give you a reference for pitch, and sing the song completely independently. And let's just see where it lands on the piano."
Oh, nice! That's a completely freewheeling approach to that whole song. Gives it a freedom in space.
It was well. There's no rhythm to it originally, and there was. It was one of those moments where there was just an absolutely beautiful series of accidents and where things fell. We hardly had to move a single line. It was just a really great discovery. And then he added a whole bunch of sound effects, some street noises, some other found sort of things, bits of tapes of music that I hadn't completed were added in there. A bit of organ from the front from the beach about 15 years ago that I threw in there, and he just placed them. It was as an impressionistic process, but he was the champion of this song. It took me a little while to sort of believe that we were heading in the right direction. So I'm now delighted with it. I think it used to be a little bit longer. We ended up trimming it slightly.
Yeah,
but it has a lovely thing, and I think you just coined the phrase 360-degree record.
There you go.
I discovered when making the sequence that if you let that song play out, The Lights of New York play out, it segues beautifully into the first song of the record, Impressions, both the same key and a very nice transition. So I would recommend a repeat spin, and you can have that experience.